This conference will now be recorded.
I'd like to call to order the regular January 20th, 2026 council meeting in order at 6:30 PM. All right, for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Aaron, any additions or corrections to the agenda tonight? If not, I'd like to make a motion.
Move to accept the agenda as written.
So moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Norman. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay, moving right into the mayor's report. I have the honor of choosing the citizen of January, citizen of the month. And has anyone in this room ever been in the RNS market?
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah. Well, the citizen I chose tonight is an employee there. And I met her about a couple years ago on aisle 2. And she asked me if I brought in my own bag. And this was back when the plastic bag shortage and what's going on. No, I didn't. So ever since then, I go in there. Mr. Hobart, did you bring your bag? Well, I forgot again, So. But I've noticed over the last couple of years, what a wonderful example of somebody in her position checking, and customer service was just so upbeat and friendly, always with a smile and offering to help, and both inside and out the store. And so that person is Jay Lenos. And so congratulations, Jay. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. Jay has worked for Randy on and off for about 9 years from what I understand. So the last time it's been about 6. Anyway, keep up the great work. I think it's a good example for the other employees. You have some good employees down there. And I could have probably chosen most of them, but I just wanted to single out Jay tonight, so. There you go.
Thank you. See. I'm not recording you, sorry. Not a video.
So, thank you. Before you run on, I have to say, this young lady, I've known her for a couple of years longer. I got to meet her when I worked at the school a long time ago. That was the old school. And I've watched you grow and mature, mostly through Facebook, but occasionally in person. And Mayor Hobart's correct. You always have brought a ray of sunshine into people's lives. And it's exciting to see you grow up into the amazing young woman you are. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I'll reserve my comments.
It also makes you feel really, really old when these kids, Joey Frazier's doing work in my house with the logger and with Jenna York. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm 33 now. It's like, shut the front door. Because that's just it kind of reminds you just how old you are, but it also reminds you of how really incredible this town is and what wonderful resources we have in our young persons. So.
And thank you for the work you do for our community too, Randy. So you don't have to stay.
Enjoy the game.
You can leave if you want.
Have fun at the game.
I'd like to say, Jessica's just been a blessing.
And I tried to convince Randy to let us do a karaoke day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
Awesome.
Any presentations? Okay. Counselor committee meeting reports. Okay. Topics from the floor tonight? None. Moving right along. Consent agenda for acceptance. Consent agenda for approval. 2 meeting minutes, city council meeting minutes for January 5th, 2026. And city council meeting minutes for January 12th, 2026.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
So moved. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Counselor Webb. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye, motion carried. Any unfinished business tonight? Moving right along to new business staff report, committee liaison assignment. Page 4.
You have before you is a staff report from me. This is the time of year to change or reassign as would like to step and switch your committee liaison assignments. That's up to you guys.
Everybody happy? Go ahead.
No, actually, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not happy because I haven't had a meeting in 6 years on that. Actually, I had one in the middle, I had library, but airport has not met regularly.
sure.
I enjoyed it when they did, but they haven't been meeting. So the other thing that I agree, or I'd like to say is, I think it's important that we step outside where we normally are because, and consider like this as taking a different committee, because I think it's important for the committees to learn all about all the counselors. I think it's also important for us to learn more about all the committees. And if we just stick with our regular one and whether it meets or not, I think that it's important to kind of shake it up a little bit. And I love the fact that Dale, that you do public works because you are so in tune with it. But that's also kind of I think it kind of blurs the lines a little between your being a committee member and being just the liaison. You're also able to impart incredible information to us as it relates to that. But I just think that for all of us to become a more well-rounded council, I think that we should consider taking on a committee we've never taken on. And I personally, now that I have more time, I am not asking for public works. I would like to do parks though.
Well, you'd want to do parks.
I do want to do parks. I've wanted to do parks for a long time. So that's just my opinion, my preference.
Well, I'm not sure what Counselor Weller wants. He's been on parks this last year. I haven't talked to him about this. I'm assuming he's read the packet and I don't know how he feels about it. maybe we could put this off to the next meeting. Talk about this or.
Everybody could come willing to which ones they're willing to switch to or something on the
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah. I've been on the cemetery. How many people are required for a quorum, Stephanie, on that? 4.
Yeah, they don't have a forum.
I'd really like to see that committee back. We do some nice things at the cemetery with our services on Memorial Day and Veterans Day and throughout the year, you know.
I wonder if we could maybe get a representative from the Scouts. Because they have been helpers in the past, or freewheelers, because they've been helpers in the past for setting up services. Maybe we could get one of their members to be on the committee.
Yeah,
I don't know them like a Scout person personally, but
Stephanie, are there any others left on the committee that are just still want to be on it that you're aware of?
I would venture to guess that Carol would want to.
yeah,
Okay,
I don't
Earl
know.
Davis?
Yeah, and I don't know if Elaine would come back on if there was a quorum. I think we just have to query them and see
Okay,
who's,
That's all that technically qualifies.
yeah, because Becky's out of town. She's farther than the 5 mile.
so, yeah, I'd like to get that going again and be a part of that. As far as any other committees, I'm already president of the senior board, so I have enough on my plate as far as committees, so.
So bring it back on February 2nd
Yeah,
and
we
everybody
could
think it over.
let Counselor Weller think it over too, so.
You guys might also consider doing a rotation
Mhm.
every year or every.
Yeah.
Something to mull over.
Yep. Counselor Norman, you're pretty happy at the library?
Yeah,
Okay.
thinking, well, I've been on library and airport, so
Okay.
that leaves me 2 other places if you want to keep Dale on Public Works.
Well, you don't have to keep me there.
We don't have to, but it seems to, I guess, be working well for us. Is how I feel.
Yeah. Okay, well. Talk about that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Business from the departments.
One thing, it's not really from the department, but for the February 2nd meeting, if you guys could bring your home calendars, because we're going to bring a staff report asking you to schedule the work sessions we talked about in the priority update, and then one other. So we're going to need 3 dates that you're available for work sessions.
Okay, ordinances and resolution 2026-02, adopting a donation policy. This was presented last council meeting to us.
This is the resolution that you guys requested me to bring to you, obviously with some additional verbiage. It's in the resolution format. I did get some materials from Counselor Wagner, and I tried to poach some that kind of fit the city. Some didn't, but that's how it normally is. So it has, essentially it can't be, sorry, let me find my, kind of put things more into categories, and it gave requirements. Essentially it keeps it to where it can't be used for discrimination against any of the always listed groups. Also, it can't be just for an individual. It has to be for the community as a whole. It can't be that Susie Q can't pay her water bill this month and she needs $145. So it has to be for the public benefit.
Any? Go ahead, Susan.
I'm reading C again because that, 3C again, because it was sticking in my brain before and I'm trying to figure out. Um, I understand the intention to not discriminate or inhibit, but it says also not promote. So I just wonder if that would prohibit something like a program for equality in the community based on making sure everyone's included. That's my only question.
I don't think it would if it's like Verge, like the
Right.
Verge, that's for all of those groups. So it wouldn't be promoting nor discriminating against any one of those groups.
But it does promote based on race, religion, and whatever as a whole, as an acceptance of all.
Yeah,
If you guys are okay with it, I am. I just want
I
to
don't,
make sure.
I wouldn't, I mean, I see how you're reading it like that, but I think,
We wouldn't be giving money to them though.
well, you might get Verge, like if they were going to do a summer picnic that celebrates everyone in Vernonia, everyone come and join together, community
Yeah,
spirit or something. But I don't think it would be one specific. I think it's saying you can't promote just one and you can't discriminate against just one. You could promote all.
okay.
If it was like all the pastors of Vernonia were having a summer gathering on spirituality for everyone and the atheists came too, then that would be fine, right?
And the other thing I want to say is, Stephanie, a lot of that would just be, that I'd sent would be covered in like the application form that that the city would prepare.
Like checkbox, like,
Yeah, if,
I have a sample of it that she sent,
oh, okay,
the application.
yeah.
Yeah, from Scappoose, I believe it was.
yeah, something.
Go ahead, Dale.
Like the Habitat for Humanity house, is that would be considered you'd be giving to that group?
I would argue against that.
I mean, it's basically going to an individual.
Yeah.
But is that kind of how we would view that?
I would.
Okay.
As a citizen, I would be against giving it to one person to help their mortgage be lower.
If it was like Habitat of Columbia County was going to each city to do some other thing, but a specific house would seem individualized.
Like a cleanup event.
Yeah, if they're hosting like, or if the garbage company is hosting the community-wide whatever, and we're gonna give waters out or something, it'd have to be more people than just one.
More than.
Yeah. Or an agency-wide ask instead of just for the house in Vernonia.
Yeah, we actually gave money to the Habitat for Humanity on that one
The city did
a
not.
couple years ago.
We didn't give it, remember, because it was just one person and we couldn't make it make sense to give public funds to just one house.
Oh, yeah,
Jennifer came and asked us, but you guys didn't go for that because
yeah, okay.
individual would have benefited.
I couldn't remember
Yeah,
or not.
yeah,
So that would go towards one individual, whereas like fireworks is for the community as a whole.
right.
Or the helmet giveaway, if somebody
Yeah.
besides the police department gave those out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it couldn't be
Okay,
for one person.
Well done, thank you.
any more discussion on this resolution? Motion to adopt it tonight?
I will make a motion to adopt resolution 2026-02, a resolution establishing a policy governing donations by the city council.
So moved. Thank you, Counselor Norman. Second.
I'll second that.
Seconded by Counselor Webb. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
I,
I,
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Resolution passed. Good.
Done, staff.
Yeah, thank you, Stephanie. Any correspondence? And we do not have a city administrator report tonight. That's next month. So
Next.
items from the mayor and councilors. Susan.
Gisette always warns me that my nose is broken, so my hand just automatically goes. League of Oregon City Spring Conference. So I went last year. It was amazing. This year it is in Pendleton, April 23rd and 24th. I would like to go again. They are offering scholarships if nobody else wants to go and ask for a scholarship. It helps that I'm retired now because I have no income. So it's even better when I fill out, why can't you go without this? Because I can't pay for it myself anymore. It really is beneficial. It's a really good program. I would also like council's permission to submit again for the award for excellence or the city award nominations or both. I will probably just revive the old one that we did last time and see if we can't get them to pay attention to us again. So is anyone else interested in going to that conference? And obviously, Mr. Weller's not here.
I probably will not go.
You have a little more information on what they're going to be talking about and
So if you go to their website and look it up, and they did send emails to everybody, you can look at what was done last year. They don't really give details as to what the training workshops are yet, because it takes them a while to line them up, and it's only January, and they've got 3 months to figure it out. But they generally have examples of how other cities have done things. They've had, workshops on what a city has done about a certain problem. And generally, they have small towns and large towns and cities. So we get an idea of how other communities have dealt with things. It's a lot of training opportunities for different things that are different than what we've been offered as far as trainings through this, the local. And it's also just getting to know your peers in other cities. So you have somebody, if you have a problem or you just want to know, how do you guys do this? It's just a lot of that as well. And the location is pretty cool. I'm not going to say this is better than Mills. It was North Bend. North Bend was amazing. I'd never been there. I've been to Pendleton, but not like driven through it. And that's about it. So if you all don't mind, I would like to go unless you want to go, or we can both
I
go.
will take a peek and
Okay.
get back to it.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else have anything?
Do I have permission or
Oh.
consensus to submit the award application for work done in the city?
I'm okay with it.
Just want to make sure that
Yeah, go for it,
I'm
Susan.
following the rules, or trying anyway.
I did a little personal research, and probably Josette's up on the numbers, but the ADA ramps, I was interested about those and the history behind it. So I got on Google and Googled the cost of it and everything, and what the city of Vernonia, there were 17 intersections in our community. And for a small community of 2,400 people, it just amazes me how much effort and material and time and money was spent on our little community in Vernonia. I think we rank first place. But I was curious as to what, and there were over 30 ramps constructed out of the 17 intersections. And so I The money the city of Vernonia, I think it was about $26,000 we allocated. So we wouldn't have to change some streetlights,
Mhm.
but $16.4 million.
How much
$16.4 million.
for our project?
Yeah,
Holy,
right, Josette?
Well, I'd have to look into that.
Okay,
I think you're probably, Dale figured it out, the contractor himself was making about 66 per ramp, right? Per corner.
well, I seen the first audit on the first year they did them, it was 65 grand a corner.
Yeah,
And your contractor said they got it down to 55?
no, I think the 65 is closer to what the contractor got, but I think Rick's number has collectively consor and all of the things in it, not
Survey, all.
right, all the engineering firms that do the inspection.
and the flaggers and the Davis Bacon wages, I mean, that's a lot of money.
And how many of them there are at any intersection.
And I'm not saying anything bad about Brown. I think they've been a great company.
Yeah,
They've done a great job, but it's just, whoa.
yeah, it's crazy that the state lost that suit and maybe didn't fight harder to just make it standard ADA instead of more stringent, because I think that upped that cost by a lot.
Yeah.
And made us tear out ones that were ADA accessible, just weren't the stringent.
Already done.
Yeah,
So,
I would like to say, on a positive note regarding that, I can now walk down the corner here to the street much more easily and readily and not feel like I'm having to take little itty bitty steps, because it is a better angle
slope, yeah.
to go down. I would also like to say we don't have any, as far as I can tell, crosswalks to nowhere, ramps to nowhere, like in Forest Grove going down 47 south of town. There
Yeah.
are at least two that literally go nowhere. They're
We
there.
kind of fought them on the California one because they wanted to send kids across to that. So really, River is probably our only one.
Yeah.
It just goes to the shoulder, but that was before this project, so, yeah.
But yeah, no, and they are, hopefully they work. I'm a little concerned, some of those, the design is not intuitive for people not to break their ankles.
Yeah, and we still have some fixes like the ankle breaker over here where the vault's too low. And then they are planning on being out by the mid-February. They are going to clean up their site at California. They have haul off that they're doing this week, and then they'll remedy that site. And then we did talk about graveling and remedying the lot they've been working on, that they've been staging on, so.
Excellent.
Dale,
So I want to see when the stripes go in. We've all been noticing that the ramps aren't square across the street.
Mhm.
So we're really curious if they're going to angle the crosswalks, but the one that I'm really curious about
Okay.
is the one off of, it's from Spencer. They put in a ramp in the sidewalk on the lake side that if you went straight across would put you in the ditch on the downstream side of Spencer. So
So
I don't.
remember, they're not going to be lines. They're going to be rectangles like the Beatles.
Yeah,
And so in some of the drawings, the rectangles go,
a stagger.
yes, they angle, like this one across here from Weed to here is not straight. So the rectangles angled to match. So the first rectangle on each
It's gonna look.
straight off, and then they'll meet in the middle.
That's
Yeah,
that way.
in the drawing, yeah.
And that one on Spencer from the lake side, it's great because you got visibility both ways.
Yeah, the other side's
But
still
coming
line
from
of sight.
Spencer across,
yeah,
absolutely blind. If you
Yeah.
try to go, I mean, before I had my hearing aids, I quit going across there because I couldn't hear the cars coming.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You notice how they ended the sidewalk coming to Spencer, and
Yeah.
they must have some more work there to do because they left our ramp sitting there.
Yeah, they still have, they're still working on a number of them. There was like a list of like 5 RFIs, which is requests for information, on different ramps today in our meeting. So they're going over that with the engineers and pulling up all the things and yeah.
I heard 4 of them had failed inspection.
I have not heard that.
I don't know. That was the parts house guy told me that. So
The what?
the parts house guy
What's the parks?
for Napa.
Oh,
Cause I was in there talking to him. They had him.
so maybe he heard that on the site. We don't get to know if they fail
Yeah.
in our meetings.
So I don't know.
We would have seen them be ripped out if they failed.
What's that?
I would think that we would have seen them ripped out.
Well, maybe they're waiting till the end and start over on.
No, I don't think so.
No.
So they must have either been remedied or
Maybe.
some of them got stopped because of the grade and then they had to do more saw cut or like that. Right now they're trying to figure out where the ramp stops is a low spot on State Avenue by Napa that's going to be full of water. So now they're trying to figure out, can they be forced to, the contractor doesn't want to, but the engineers are like, do we make them put a catch basin, tie it to the front, like,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
The only, I mean, you know, my pushback on this whole thing, and it's the $16.4 million. I mean, that money's coming from somewhere, folks, and I think we know why our transportation budget in the state of Oregon's really tight. Don't think the feds are helping us on this one.
Just, it is.
They should have fought harder. I mean, you know, the specs they went to were extreme, but the one thing that I have kind of noticed, I mean, you know, if I owned a Napa, I mean, you understand, but they really had them bottled up. I was trying to get in there the other day to buy some stuff from him and I dodged the flaggers and went around the block, thought I'd park over on State Street. No, can't park there because Brown had all their equipment staged right there. The only place there was 3 parking spots on the side of his building. That was it. I wouldn't be so nice if I owned that.
Well, I mean, they did talk to him and be like, okay, this is what we're going to have to do. And so they've been trying to do business access, but that one was kind of hard because they had to tear so much out. It wasn't like they probably should have staged on the highway further back, but
Yeah.
they just didn't think of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just a little more consideration there. And I think the other one the other day was inspectors. I don't know. I should have took a look. There was a sign on the side of their door. It was a car.
Oh, okay.
It looked like inspectors up there just by the school. You know, they got all the barrels but then they just kind of parked halfway in the lane and just with their blinkers on and just, it's like, I did that.
Right.
I'd have a black and white there.
Yeah.
You need to move.
Yeah.
I mean, it's congested enough, but then they added to it. And I'm like, and another example was they're working on, well, I don't know if they were still working on the corner there at Texas, but there was a rig parked in half the travel lane going up Louisiana.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know it's just Vernonia, but
Yeah.
you do that in Portland?
I don't know. Maybe.
Have you been to Portland?
All the time in
Do
Portland.
whatever you want.
Just be a little more aware of and it's already congested, just be a little more aware. So that's just a little pushback. I mean, they're about done, but
Not too much longer.
they seem to be better at the front end. It seems like they're getting a little lax on the back end.
Well, I think they're like rushing because now they're knee deep in Gaston. And
Oh.
so their crews are split. So it's kind of a piecemeal of who comes out. And so they're sometimes probably not the full crew that would come out and say, you go, with a director.
They have quite a commute too every day.
Yeah.
Well, and some of it was downtown. They could shut down the road. Now they're up in our neighborhood, so we're gonna see it more.
Yeah. And they can't shut it down
Texas and
for the school.
or
Yeah.
Missouri. So we're gonna see more of those inconveniences.
And they can't park,
Well, I mean,
can't park on the fire station side because the fire trucks have to get out. So they're kind of stuck with that one lady's house. I saw a truck pulled up on the thing and I was like, on the sidewalk.
yeah,
Doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought.
Yeah.
So
But
once we get all these in and they get the little squares across the road for us,
Yeah.
has there been any discussion with the sergeant of doing a little bit of crosswalk?
Blitz.
Well, they use a decoy,
Oh,
have people walk, because, technically some of these right now, they are a crosswalk. I mean, all intersection in the state of Oregon is
Yeah.
technically a crosswalk. People are not stopping at all.
yeah.
Now, maybe when the little white squares appear, maybe, but
Maybe we just do an article that says, hey, pay attention, and do a map that says, if you're caught not stopping for pedestrians, because in the state of Oregon, if you're walking perpendicular to any roadway, it's a crosswalk. You're not jaywalking anymore.
Oh.
If you're going straight across and the vehicle doesn't stop, you're in trouble. So, as the vehicle.
so bars down here, if you go straight.
Yeah, you hit them, you're in trouble.
Diagonal.
well,
You're in trouble.
Cedar, you got to really watch out from Cedar Side to Buckshot. So
There was a Facebook discussion on that.
They should have the flags. Like sisters, where if you're going bar to bar, you just grab the flag and walk across and put it in the other little kitty over there and then walk back across.
Not a bad idea.
No, it isn't.
just build an overpass.
Light on your.
Sisters Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen in our travels, we've seen them in numerous cities.
Yeah.
I've never seen that, and now I need to see it.
Oh, yeah. Sisters, they have like a little canister with flags and you just grab a flag and you walk across and there's a canister on the other side and they go back and forth. So like people see you because I'm 97, you're just chum, chum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I've also seen the kind that have a stack of bricks.
Ooh. I don't think you want that.
Because then it's like, if you're going to hit me, I'm going to hit your car with a brick first. And then the cars are really sure to slow down. The flag's not too intimidating, but a brick, pretty intimidating.
Awesome.
And that's all I have. Have any
I'm
comments?
good.
Okay, well, thank you for attending tonight and
No,
Action.
action item?
So I had one question. Susan, when is the deadline date for the scholarship? Because that should be a date where we bring it back by that for you guys to discuss who's going.
So, hang on.
If we brought, if,
Words are due in March. The scholarship is due, I think it's the 30th of this month.
yeah, I think you're right.
so that's,
January 3rd.
that's the only thing, or if we wait to see, we'll be past the scholarship deadline.
Yeah, well,
She can still apply without,
yeah,
somebody else can still go.
yeah, oh, absolutely.
Oh. Did they, I didn't hear, did they give you, did council consensus say go for it on that? I heard him say for the award.
Oh, scholarship, are you guys okay with this?
I'm okay with it.
Okay,
Yep.
Yep.
I just want to make sure on that we didn't need to bring it back. So action items I have that we're bringing back the liaison assignments staff report for the next meeting. And that's it.
And then bring your calendars
Yeah, bring your calendars.
to future workshops. Okay, I'll adjourn this meeting at 7:08 PM. Meeting adjourned.
Good job.